kena melalui proses pembenihan terpilih. Jadi itulah dia serba sedikit tentang pembenihan terpilih. Lain daripada pembenihan terpilih, banyak juga produk makanan, tumbuhan ataupun sayuran yang kita dapat daripada proses GMO. Saya rasa ramai orang maklum dan pernah dengar perkataan GMO, dan GMO ni sentiasa mendapat persepsi yang buruk dalam kalangan masyarakat. Jadi dalam video akan datang saya akan terangkanlah apa itu GMO dan adakah GMO ni sebenarnya berbahaya untuk kita. Nantikan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Malaysia.
back. We will be starting in 10 minutes. Please bear with us as we inform the rest of the delegates to make their way into the hall. And for the delegates who are outside the hall right now, we would like to invite you to make your way in as we are ready to introduce our next speaker. And we're actually a little bit behind time, but we will be starting within 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have your colleagues who are around the vicinity, could you also please inform them that we are starting right now. And until then, thank you again for joining us. We hope you've had a great lunch, and we are very, very excited to unveil the next session of the presentation. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our delegates who are still outside the ballroom, we would like to invite you to make your way into the hall as we are starting in 2 minutes. Once again, to our delegates who are still outside the ballroom, we would like to invite you to kindly make your way into the hall as we are starting in 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we hope you've had a good lunch and a good time networking with our fellow delegates. And it is now a pleasure for us to introduce our next speaker. She's a science research specialist at the Bureau of Plant Industry, Biotechnology Office, Department of Agriculture, Philippines. With a background in agriculture and horticulture, she plays a vital role in managing the processing of GM applications and technical determinations to ensure biosafety compliance. This is right down her alley. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Darlene Joy Siena from the Bureau of Plant Industry, Department of Agriculture, Philippines, for her presentation.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I hope everyone had a filling lunch and coffee as well, since this time is very challenging. Okay, so I would like to first, allow me to thank first the organizers for inviting our office to participate and to speak in this very important biosafety symposium. I am actually presenting on behalf of my supervisor, Ms. Geronima Eusebio, and our office, the Biotechnology Office. So again, I'm Darlene Siena, and I'll be presenting to you today the perspective of the Philippines when it comes to biosafety regulatory approach, local innovation, and public engagement initiatives. Okay, so first, let's go on to the biosafety regulatory approach. So how are GM crops regulated in the Philippines? So the regulations for GM crops actually started way back in 2002 for our country, and after that, there has been several revisions, 2 revisions for the regulations that we are currently implementing. So as of date, this is the regulation that is existing in the Philippines. We call it as a Joint Department Circular Number 1, Series of 2021. And this is issued and acted upon by 5 national government agencies or departments. So, yes, so first we have here the DOST, or the Department of Science and Technology. And we have, the DOST is actually responsible for facilitating and processing experiments under contained trial or contained use. And then we have second is the Department of Agriculture, where our office is actually under. So we are the lead implementers of this circular. We lead in the evaluation as well as the post-approval monitoring of GM plant and plant products. Next is we have the Department of Natural Resources. Their main concern would be on the potential impact of a GM application to the environment. Then we have DOH, or the Department of Health. So their concern would be mainly focused on potential impacts to human health. And last but not the least, the Department of Interior Local Government. So their participation and coordination mostly focuses on during field trials. So we coordinate with them to conduct public participation or public engagement during the field trial stage. Okay, so these 4 departments, the DOST, DA, DENR, and DOH, are mandated to create what we call biosafety committees. So these 4 agencies are actually the ones responsible to conduct the risk assessment for every GM applications that we process. So we'll get to know more of it later on. So the issuance is titled as Rules and Regulations for Research and Development, Handling and Use Transboundary Movement, Release into the Environment, and Management of Genetically Modified Plant and Plant Products Derived from the Use of Modern Biotechnology. So currently, the Philippines has existing regulations for GM plants and plant products, but we are still on the process of creating one for GM animals, okay? Okay, so we also have what we call the National Biosafety Framework. This is established under an executive order from a president during 2006, and under that framework, this is how it looks like. We have the highest policy-making body, what we call as the National Committee on Biosafety of the Philippines, or the NCBP. And under that are the 4 different biosafety committees with their specific purposes.